Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the keynote session on day 2 here of the Huawei Connect 2022 Bangkok. And to officially kick off the morning session, please, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Ryan Ding, President of Huawei Enterprise BG, for today's keynote presentation titled Empowering Industry, Creating Value.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Huawei Connect 2022 Bangkok. Today, I'd like to share with you my thoughts on how to empower industry and create value. The COVID-19 pandemic is changing the way we work and live. To handle these uncertainties, companies are investing in faster digital transformation. According to third-party research, the global digital economy grew by 15.6% in 2021. The number of companies that have a digital transformation strategy was up to 42% from 2 years ago. Enterprise direct investment in digital transformation is set to grow at 16.5% per year over 2022 to 2024. Deeper digital transformation can help companies better deal with uncertainties. So, how do companies deepen their digital transformation? That depends on industry and the specific scenario. For example, throughout the pandemic, traffic at airports has changed like a pulse wave. When work resumes after a lockdown, we see a surge in electricity usage. Once we can identify these needs, we need to find the right technology to address them. Let me give you an example. In the past, power line inspectors had to walk dozens of kilometers a day, with packs as heavy as 10 kilograms on their backs. This was both hard and dangerous. At one power grid, their engineers inspect nearly 1 million kilometers of power lines each year, equivalent to walking 25 times around Earth. And many power lines run through areas with no access to electricity, network, and fiber. To support their work, Huawei uses a combination of technologies, include solar-powered systems, optical ground wires, microwave, and Wi-Fi. Now, engineers can inspect power line remotely without leaving their office. With these technologies, power line inspection is 80 times faster, and the engineers can work more safely. Huawei delivers innovation in connectivity, computing, and cloud technologies to achieve 3 areas. First, build intelligent connectivity using optical, data communication, and wireless technology. Second, redefine computing using data storage and diversified computing technologies. Third, build intelligent cloud infrastructure that support industries. With this infrastructure in place, we then work with our partners to dive deep into different scenarios and create value for customers. That includes remote control for cranes at ports, exploration and development of oil and gas, and converged campus networks. Finding the right technology for the right scenario is how we maintain continuous innovation in our industry. Huawei has 100,000 R&D engineers. In 2021, we invested $22 $6.4 billion in R&D, bringing our total investment over the last decade to $132.5 billion. Thanks to this huge investment, we have created many cutting-edge technologies in connectivity, computing, and cloud. For example, using the lossless algorithm, we developed Cloud Engine, the industry-only data center switch with zero packet loss. Our Air Engine AP series uses the industry-only air interface slicing technology to provide single control channels with 5 nm availability. Huawei used full optical switching and optical backplanes to develop an all-optical switching architecture that reduces physical size by 90% and power consumption by 60%. Our Ocean Store Dorado all-flash storage uses the industry's only full interconnected architecture and SAN and NAS. Active disaster recovery solution to deliver 7 nm availability. Complex scenarios are hard to resolve with a single technology. The right solution always requires the synergy of multiple technology. 3D medical imaging can produce 3,000 images at a time. The amount of data in these images is equivalent to a 2-hour Blu-ray movie. Handling this huge amount of data is a big challenge. To address this problem, Huawei uses a combination of products such as storage, switches, optical devices, and Wi-Fi 6 products to provide secure, reliable, low latency, and high bandwidth storage and networks. Then, with the support of our partners' software, 3D medical images can be analyzed with extremely low latency. Before the solution was deployed, it took more than 1 day to read a 3D medical image. Now, doctors can read image directly in the system, and the patients no longer need to wait. This is just one example. To date, Huawei has developed 26 product portfolio to support different scenarios. Digital transformation is complex. Huawei works with partners to match technology to different scenarios. Let me give you another example. Traditionally, tunnel safety is managed by people and relies on their personal experience. But now, emergency response plans are generated automatically. Coordinated control is just one click away. Huawei has developed a smart tunnel solution together with our partners. Huawei provides connectivity technologies like radar and radio fusion, FTTM, and data communication, as well as a hyper-converged computing platform. Our partner delivers the applications and interface. The solution enables digital and intelligent tunnel emergency management. It is able to correctly identify 95% of incidents and 90% of vehicles with dangerous loads. With our partners, Huawei has developed more than 100 scenario-based solutions in a dozen different industries. To better support different scenarios, Huawei works with our partners to build 3 types of capabilities: digital transformation consulting and planning, product and portfolio expertise, and solution development. They will empower our customers in top-layer design, technologies integration, and solution development. Huawei offers support to our partners on enablement platform, funding, and talent. Every year, we train more than 70,000 people, develop and verify more than 1,000 solutions with our partner through our open labs. Over the next 3 years, we will invest $300 million to support our partners and train more talent throughout our ICT academic and Huawei authorized learning partners. I'd like to thank all of our customers and partners who have stood side by side with Huawei all these years. Thanks to your support, our revenue from the enterprise business reached $8.17 billion in the first half of this year. Huawei's innovations are well recognized in many industries. Our data communication products have been named Gartner Customer's Choice for 10 times in 3 years. Our optical transformation and access product ranked #1 in market share for 13 straight years. Our storage product has been leaders in Gartner Magic Quadrant for 6 years. And Huawei Cloud is among the world's top 5 clouds. Moving forward, we are confident that we will continue working with our partners to empower industries, create value for our customers, and
Thank you very much, Mr. Ding, for the wonderful speech. Well, as you mentioned, Huawei helps governments and enterprises find the right technology for the right scenario through industry innovation, multi-tech synergy, and scenario-based solutions created with partners. But what measures has Huawei taken, and what are Huawei's offerings? What value has Huawei created for customers? Next, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Bob Chen, Vice President of Huawei Enterprise BG, to give us a keynote speech. Innovative digital infrastructure, accelerate digital transformation. Please welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. From the stories shared by Mr. Ding, we can see the importance of a strong digital infrastructure in enabling digital economy. We know that during the industrial age, hand tools were replaced by machines. Today, as AI technology evolves, we are entering the fourth industry revolution. Office tasks are starting to be replaced by machines. We can see this in intelligent optical inspection, real-time translation, and intelligent scheduling, and so on. Indeed, the multiplication of AI in labor will play a vital role in creating wealth. Enterprises need to stay competitive for this exportation, and even for a country to develop a digital economy. Digitalization is changing traditional industries. Let's look at the example of ports. Currently, 98% of the crane operations are done manually. In the past, the crane operator would have to climb up 40 meters and work in a very small space for 8 hours a day. They would go hours with eating, and drinking, or because going to a bathroom is troublesome. Today, HD video and equipment status information can be backhauled over F5G. One operator can operation 6 carriers at once from a comfortable office 100 kilometers away. As a result, their productivity has gone through the roof. Horizontal transport is a key part of report production, which require 24/7 operations. In the past, drivers of internal container truck would work 3 shifts. Tireless driving often causes traffic accidents. But today, intelligent driving technology has made all the operations possible. The parking cost of a large ship is $150,000 USD per day. This means that good port planning is essential. In the past, when the arrival time of ships changed during the weather, the adjustment would take up to 24 hours. But today, the digital planning platform is used, and that time has been cut to less than 10 minutes. Industry revolution unleashed humans from manual labor, but digitalization will unleash humans from mental labor. In the past, the industry economy was driven by oil, but today the digital economy is driven by data. In the past, the machine did the physical work only. Today, the machines are learning to speak and think. They will be driven not just by oil, but more importantly, by data. Data is the core of the digital transformation. In the industry era, 19 million barrels of the oil are consumed every day. The oil is drawn out, transported, stored, refined, and eventually used by powered machine. In digitalization, 100 EB of the data is generated every day. The data is ingested, transmitted, stored, refined, and processed in a closed-looped manner. Then it can be used for digitalization. Huawei provides full-stack products for data processing, including data ingestion, transmission, storage, and analysis products. Our data ingestion products include optic sensors, fiber optic sensors, and either hub board. We have transmission products like cloud engine switches and optics series optic network. Others include ocean store series storage products and computing products such as Kunpeng and Ascend series services. In addition, Huawei can provide a Huawei Cloud solution to enable data, application, and AI. Next, I'm glad to introduce 2 of our flagship products. The first one is the Cloud Engine S8700. It is a modular switch with ultra-high densities for offices, hotels, and stadiums, which is ultra-optical electrical cable. It supports 60-watt PoE++ power supply and a long distance of 300 meters. This product can simplify the traditional 3-layer network architecture into 2-layer architecture, reduce the number of the ELV rooms, and reduce the network construction TCO. The second one is the ocean storage. For this high-performance computing, big data, and massive backup scenarios, Huawei ocean storage use converged index technology to achieve industry-leading, lossless, multi-protocol interworking. So a single storage system can host in multiple workloads. A digital transformation takes place. Customers are needing more than a single product. In the past, customers would have to purchase many types of products and integrate them on site. Repeatedly commission were required. Today, we provide 4 types of product portfolio solutions: data center, digital sites, campus, and WAN. With pre-integration of the typical configuration, help customers building ICT infrastructure more efficiently. Here, I will use the example of digital sites. In city, video security, IoT gateway, and communication devices need to be deployed on poles. In the past, after devices were purchased from the different vendors, it would take many days to deploy and commission. What's worse, the maintenance responsibility metrics are unclear. Today, our smart pole site is a pre-integration can be delivered in a one-stop manner. And also, the pole site can be maintained as a whole, reducing the construction and operational costs. In remote areas, such as reservoirs and forests, access to power is limited and network deployment is difficult. For this, Huawei provides a one-stop remote monitoring pole site, which are also pre-integrated. This site uses microwave or Wi-Fi 6 backhaul, low power consumption, and solar energy storage technologies to ensure reliable services without wire communication and all power networks. Apart from this, in a few scenarios, Huawei works with our partners to provide powerful scenario-based solutions, such as smart gas station, intelligent inspection of power transmission lines. This helps customers improve production efficiency and experience. Take gas station as an example. In the past, security monitoring depended on workers. Today, gas stations depend on tiny security monitoring and contactless payment. Well, that brings me to the end of my talk. Ladies and gentlemen, data is at the core of the digital transformation. And the data ingestion, transmission, storage, and analysis are key steps. Huawei provided full-stack products and product portfolios to support the end-to-end data precision. Thank you for your listening. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chen, for the excellent speech indeed. Well, data is at the core of digital transformation, and its key steps are data ingestion, transmission, storage, and analysis. Well, Huawei provides full-stack products and product portfolios to support E2E data processing. Well, Huawei is bringing more innovative and competitive products to the market, and will launch a series of new products today. Ladies and gentlemen, for now, let's welcome Mr. Peter Zhou, President of Huawei IT Product Line, to deliver a keynote speech titled Building a Data-Centric, Trustworthy Foundation for Diverse Applications. Please welcome.
Good morning, everyone. This is Peter from Huawei. Today, I would like to talk about the topic, how to build a data-centric, trustworthy foundation for diverse application. We know data is essential in digital era. Let's talk about a story in some kind of CT scan on Earth. We know how to do oil and gas exploration. It's just like a CT scan on Earth. You know, each kilometer area will generate about 700 gigabytes data. For data storage, we needed to prepare more than 10 times of that kind of capacity to make sure all these data can be processed by more than 400 software modules. The more data processed, the more opportunities will be discovered, new oil and gas opportunities. As a major player in the storage industry, we observed there might be 4 major changes in data storage area. The first one is diverse data application. Secondly, real-time data processing. And then comprehensive data protection. At last, green technology for storage. Change 1, more applications. We all know the data storage came from database scenario. To make sure a database can be reliably used with good performance, in history, we developed the SAN storage. And then there's a new application about file sharing. And then we start to develop NAS storage. But today, we have more and more new applications. For example, big data, AI applications. And then we really need more technologies and innovations in data storage to make sure we can fulfill all of these applications run smoothly with efficiency. The second, real-time analysis. It's happening everywhere right now. Take an example of mobile banking, we needed to understand each transaction, whether or not there's a risk. And then the bank needed to do real-time analysis based on real-time data from the transaction and also historical data in the transaction. Therefore, sharing storage between real-time data and historical data is essential now. This increases the difficulties on designing the storage system. The third, better digital resilience is needed. Today, natural disaster and virus attack really damage the business opportunity and also make the economic losing. Particularly, today, there are so many ransomware, that kind of stuff happening. A lot of enterprises really lost their business and also money as well. Therefore, to make sure the whole digital system got resilience is very important. And then data storage will be the last line of defense for data protection to avoid natural or human-caused damage. The fourth change is green technology. Green storage is a must for digital era. Today, if we look into the energy consumption in each data center, we will find about 20% of the energy will be consumed by data storage. And more than 300 kilowatts hour per year for saving 1 TB, that kind of data. As we know, the volume of data is increasing every year. We definitely believe the energy consumption consumed on data storage will rise as well. We need innovation technology to have much more green in data center. We needed to embrace those changes, challenges, to build a data-centric, trustworthy storage foundation for diverse application. How to fulfill this mission? Firstly, we needed a perfect architecture for data foundation. Here, we have 4-layer architecture to make sure to have trustworthy data foundation. The first layer is data storage. Today, we have OceanStor Dorado, which can support both SAN and the NAS protocol with extremely reliable and performance. We also have OceanStor Pacific scale-out storage to fulfill more and more high-capacity unstructured data to be processed. And also we have Ocean Protect to make sure all the data can be protected and the digital system could have resilience. And HCI Fusion Cube as well. That will be the basis for the whole system. And then, top on it, we will have DME, Data Management Engine, to make sure the planning, installation, configuration, maintenance could be easy with efficiency, with reliability. On the other hand, we also designed standard APIs to make sure the whole data storage system can be connecting to multiple clouds and make sure the data in that kind of basis can flow to each other, can support any application, whatever on public cloud, private cloud, can be running smoothly. On the other hand, we also design application acceleration engines to make sure the data storage can do calculation very well to particular applications, big data, AI applications. This kind of architecture, we believe, will be the perfect architecture to support diverse applications in digital era. And for next, I will explain using 6 scenarios and how the solution works. The first one is production and transaction scenarios. For example, core banking scenario, and also HIS in healthcare, and billing system in carriers. In that kind of particular scenario, we really need a storage system with reliability, security, and certainly performance as well. Huawei OceanStor Dorado all-flash storage can support SAN and NAS in one equipment. And particularly, we are also the unique vendor to provide SAN and NAS by doing active-active, that kind of feature. Today, a lot of customers worldwide in their production and transaction scenarios using this kind of product to make sure their billing system, their database system can run smoothly with efficiency. The next, data analysis. We have OceanStor Pacific scale-out storage to support various data analytic, that kind of scenarios. In this scenario, the storage system needed to adapt to different kind of workload, whatever wide bandwidth I/O or narrow bandwidth I/O, and also needed to support different kind of protocol, for example, SAN, NAS, Hadoop, Objective, by using one equipment. This is really unique by doing Huawei storage. Otherwise, you really need to buy multiple storage to support those kind of different kind of data protocols. It's not really cost saving. For example, in universities, today, researchers are using Huawei OceanStor Pacific storage for simulations. The job now finished within 4 days instead of 3 months. Thirdly, we really need to talk about data protection scenarios. Data protection is somehow very wide concept. First of all, we really needed to think about disaster recovery in that kind of scenario. Huawei storage scenario can support that kind of scenario by doing 3DC disaster recovery. Huawei data storage is very uniquely to support active-to-active 3DC, that kind of disaster recovery, for both SAN and NAS. Secondly, we really need to think about the backup scenario. Huawei OceanStor Protect backup storage has the best performance in the world. We have more than 150 TB per hour backup and 172 TB recovering speed, which is really #1 in the world. We also have 72 to 1 that kind of compression rate in this kind of backup storage, therefore to saving the cost for our customers. At last, we really needed to think about human caused that kind of data damage. For example, ransomware. This is happening right now everywhere. We particularly design AI-based that kind of software model. Make sure we can automatically detect that kind of operating. Once we detect it, then we can ask the backup storage to protect the data. We use machine learning models to make sure the detect ransomware with a detection rate of 99%. Fourthly, automation management. DME is a software on top of the data storage system. It can support Huawei data storage and also other vendors' data storage as well to make sure the planning, configuration, maintenance can be automatic with efficiency without any human being risks. We also have some functionalities being integrated in DME. For example, we can predict disk faults in advance, and also we can predict the capacity issues in advance as well. This software has been widely used by the industry, particularly in banking systems. Fifth, container storage. Container right now is quite popular. Today, more and more PaaS and SaaS will moving from public cloud to data center to private cloud scenarios. We really need the container technology being integrated in the data storage to make sure the data storage can support those kind of applications from the public cloud to have ecosystem friendly. Huawei all data storage products will have those kind of container technology inside of it to make sure our storage products can support more applications as possible. At last, multi-cloud scenario. Today, more and more enterprises facing multi-cloud scenarios. For example, one bank system, they may have their core banking in virtualization scenario and also internal IT system in some kind of open stack private cloud system. And certainly, we're connecting to public cloud as well. This kind of multi-cloud scenario really need data storage to have some kind of innovation and change. Firstly, the data storage needed to fulfill any applications, any PaaS, any SaaS, moving from public cloud to make sure they can run on the data storage in data center being smoothly with efficiency. On the other hand, we also need a data storage functionality moving to the public cloud, provide services to more customers. Therefore, data storage really need to have new technologies and also innovations in this kind of scenarios. Definitely, that will be one of the major innovative directions for Huawei data storage. I have already talked about 6 scenarios and also the products. Right now, I want to share a video to further explain it. Please take a look. Right. It's the era of data explosion. Together, we are with our partners and customers to build a data-centric, trustworthy storage foundation, really to unleash the power of data-driving productivity. We are very proud to participate in the digital transformation worldwide and also gain the trust from the customers. Now, I also very honored to invite our customer from KBTG to present their experience. Please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Zhou. And now, please join me in welcoming Mr. Mongkon Eujit Anantakul, Acting Managing Director at Kasikorn Business Technology Group. He will talk about how Huawei's data storage products have helped KBTG build intelligent data infrastructure to unleash productivity. Please welcome.
Good morning. 你好 Xin chào Selamat pagi and สวัสดีครับ เราพยายามจะไปเป็น regional bank นะครับ
So we are trying to become a regional bank. That's why I'm speaking in different languages. I think some of you might be wondering of why do we have to talk about this topic today. What is Brilliant Basics? So following Mr. Peter just now, he talked about hardware. Today, I am here to talk about operations of how do we implement or deploy those hardware to help us with banking and IT. But before we move on to Brilliant Basics, I would like to introduce KBTG a little bit more, just in case some of you do not know what is KBTG and what do we do exactly. So KBTG is an organization that we are a brand, an IT branch of Kasikorn Bank in Thailand. So we take care of infrastructure, software development and all aspects of the IT at Kasikorn Bank. And on top of that, we also build applications to fulfill the needs and wants of our clients. For example, Khun Thong, chatbot, เก็บตังค์ share bill. These are applications that make our lives more convenient, so it's easier for us to share, to split the bills when we have lunch together. And we also have Make Bank, that is an social banking platform. It's another mobile banking that we have recently developed to fulfill the needs of the young generation's clients who would like to split the savings into different categories, like one for the parents, one for personal spending, one for future saving. That is under the name of Make Bank application. And on top of banking, we also work on coins and tokens like Cubics. We launched Destiny token, so that is we use it together with a movie called Destiny in Thailand, so we can co-invest with the movie production. We also have Coral, which is a platform that sells NFT, digital arts, and we have just sold our first artwork, sold out, that is to the value of 35 million Thai baht. So that's just examples of KBTG products. And the highlight of KBank is, I think all of you, majority of you here might have it, which is K+. That's the application that is our flagship application. We have 18.6 million customers so far, and over the past 3 years from the COVID-19 pandemic, the generation has increased threefold because we are trying to avoid the use of cash and we avoid coming to the branch of the banks. So the use of mobile banking has increased exponentially. So the total transaction value is about 30 billion baht per year. So If we compare the transactions through the CareBank platforms, it's about 23 trillion Thai baht. So despite this workload, the brilliant basics strategy of us, it helps us to create a more stable platform. So say if you were customers who used the platform 3 to 4 years ago, what we have experienced is the application stopped working all of a sudden. So the application might crash, you cannot do transactions at the end of the month. But now, the situation has improved a lot. Say KBank application has improved a lot, so you can do transactions at the end of the month. I'm showing you some statistics to show that the incidents have decreased 60%. Resolution time has also decreased 33%. So total downtime of the system has decreased 66%. And so if you were to ask me, how do we do that? I'm going to give you the answer, and that is the reason why I'm talking about Brilliant Basics today. So we have the 6 topics under Brilliant Basics, so that help us to make our system stable and scalable. So first, let's start with scaling vertically. So we are trying to make the route that we have, to make it clearer, to speed things up, be it upgrading the hardware that we use, like Huawei storage is another factor that help us, because we changed to Huawei storage. That increases transaction time, and we also do tuning on database. We use in-memory database, for example. So we tune the website, we upload something onto the clouds. We also use some microservice to help us. So these are the factors that help us to scale vertically. Another thing is we also do horizontal scaling. So once we create a clearer channel, then we clone and then we copy, we duplicate the route. But it's not that easy, because horizontal scaling, if you have used it from the backend approach, if we have different databases, if we have different sets of data, synchronizing all this data is very important. It is not easy. This is something that you need a lot of efforts. And on top of that, we also have to work on the accuracy of the transaction. Say, for example, if we try to do some transactions, what we don't want to happen is that you send money from one bank, it doesn't reach another bank at the back end. Because sometimes that money might be the last amount, that might be your last saving that you really need to use to pay for your tuition fee, for healthcare. So if you make a transaction and the money doesn't reach the destination, the clients will face a very difficult situation. So we need to fix our system. We need to redesign our system to avoid these kind of incidents, or to actually make it impossible to happen. So we have created a monitoring system so that it collects information, it gathers data, and we create graphs to analyze so that we can see at certain point in time the destination bank, maybe they have some problems, maybe they have issues with the transaction. If we were to issue the transaction, they might not be able to receive it. Then we can turn off the transaction menu, and then we contact the destination to the bank that, have you fixed the problem? If you manage to fix that, then we can reopen the channel so that clients do not have to face the difficult incidents of transaction loss. And on controlling volume, of course, you can see that the workloads are humongous, right? It's enormous data. So in terms of financial, it's a lot of transaction per second. So when you breathe in, there's 20,000 transactions. So that is about 1,000 transactions per second. It's enormous amount of data. So the banking system in Thailand, if we were to compare to the world in terms of volume, we are on par with the world standards, because Thai people really do use a lot of online transactions. Therefore, the infrastructure in our operation must meet the global standards. So we have to control our volume, no matter how big the volume, be it at the end of the month, on the lottery day, whenever we see a lot of volume in a big chunk, we need to be able to manage that. So what we can do is we call it circuit breaker. So when we do circuit breaker, in order to help us to work as like a dam, so that this dam can help us to control if there are any issues happening at the back end or the back office, then we can fix that at the back end before we can let the transaction happen. And the fifth factor is on detective ability. We used all the data that we have, the data from transactions coming in. So we analyze, we process the information, and then we use AI to help us analyze, to see whether will there be any problems happening in the future. Are there any issues coming up in 10 minutes, in the next 1 hour? We should be able to predict that based on the data that we have so that we can prevent it from happening. This is a proactive approach. And lastly, although we have made everything possible, sometimes you can still see that there are issues or problems that take place. So the next thing is rehearsal. So we have to be able to turn around. We have to be able to come back and resilient. That's why you need to rehearse. Say, for example, if something goes wrong, who is responsible for the solutions? How do you do it instantly, promptly? So how do we do all this? How do we achieve all this? We have something called KBTG transformation. So we transform our organization starting from destroying silos. We used to divide between infrastructure and operations branches. Now we merge the two. We destroy silos, blend them together. Then we transform ourselves from doing things manually into automated systems. And we also use data. We use AI to help us with preventive maintenance. And we also have war room operations that is very strong. As I said before, we rehearse, and we also have a team called Doctor on Duty. So if you go to a hospital at nighttime, you always see the doctor on shift, right? A doctor on duty. So his duty is to take care of the critical cases before you can be referred to specialists. So basically, Doctor on Duty works on that kind of approach where we have a team who works 24/7 to monitor the incidents. So in case of any incident, this team can act to provide the first aid. So these team have been trained to have the abilities to tackle whatever happens instantaneously. And so they can tackle issues whenever it arises. This is another thing that can help KTB Plus to become more stable. So these are factors under brilliant basic strategy that we have. So now you might ask, do we stop here in Thailand only? Do we operate only in Thailand? No, we have expanded into China. So we work together with Huawei in China as well. We have established KBTG China. But we call the company K-Tech, so that we can work together with different partners in China. And that's another way to develop for KBTG. And on top of China, we also established KBTG Vietnam, so that we want to become banking as a service provider. And we are going to expand into Indonesia. Maybe you have seen the news that we have acquired a bank in Indonesia recently. Our next step is to become #1 tech company in Southeast Asia. And as a bank, we would like to make Brilliant Basics a foundation, a platform that will help Kasikorn Bank to become a top regional challenger bank at the end. Thank you very much.
Much, Mr. Mongkon Ngajit Anantakun. Well, connectivity is a crucial part of innovative digital infrastructure, and Huawei ceaselessly innovates in data communications and optics to build intelligent connections for customers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Stephen Zhao Vice President of Huawei Data Communication Product Line, to give us a speech titled Intelligent Cloud Network, Unleashing Industry Digital Productivity.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm glad to meet you in Bangkok and share our latest products and solutions. I think these innovations will help our customer to accelerate his digital transformation. In the world, as you know, most countries have defined his digital strategy, such as Thailand 4.0, Singapore Smart Nation, and Digital China. These nation policies driving digital transformation in various industries and develop his digital economy. In the digital transformation, the key is big data. I think for the datacom network, build an end-to-end reliable network to ensure data flow and unleash productivity of data. So I think datacom network is the most important ICT infrastructure. But with the digital transformation, it's penetrating from office to production. It also meets some challenge. We can see several scenarios. The first one in financial scenario. In Bank of Singapore, he will deploy his stable service and agile service in the different cloud. He will deploy his service on the more than 5 clouds and involve more than 10 vendors. The network scale increased 10 times. And the second is in government scenario. If government want to improve the satisfaction of the old population, the data sharing will be across more than 30 departments and more than 50 services. It's very complex. It will ask new architecture to satisfy this requirement. And meanwhile, also video conference will also ask high performance experience. I think the third one is a smart grid. As you know, the electrical energy is very difficult to store. So he wants to precisely manage the power consumption. It must be introduced more than 100 sensors to monitor all the power consumption. It will increase 10 times complexity. Facing this challenge, in the last year, we have launched our intelligent cloud network. Today, we have 3 major upgrades on our solution. Please remember it. It's Easy Cloud Fabric, Agile Cloud One, and a Simplified Cloud Campus. First one is the Easy Cloud Fabric. Let's watch a short video.
You may have several data centers, but due to differences in vendor devices, it takes weeks to provision services. Huawei builds a unified model to orchestrate the network across multi-vendor devices. You can roll out services in a matter of minutes. IT and network teams have to communicate a lot upon exceptions. This is always time-consuming. Huawei builds a digital map for applications and networks. You can locate and rectify faults in just 5 minutes. Are you planning hybrid clouds, but not sure how to do network automation? Huawei's solution interconnects with public cloud APIs to manage hybrid clouds in an easy way. On the public cloud side, you don't need to deploy any plugins or pay for additional infrastructure.
In the video, maybe you have already found our highlights. I think for our Easy Fabric, we have 3 highlights. I think the first one is easy deployment. We base on our AOC open programmable platform. We can shorten our service rollout time to minutes. And the second one is easy operation and maintenance. Based on our digital map, we can shorten our troubleshooting time to 5 minutes. I think the third one is easy operation. Based on our MDC, his multi-cloud controller. Using this component, we can build to orchestration to manage hybrid cloud network. And use this architecture, we can do 0 consumption with the public cloud. And then we want to share some customer value of our Easy Fabric in 2 cases. I think the first one is one bank in Latin America. With the Latin American bank, with our Cloud Fabric solution, he can launch his new agile service from 80 to 400 per year. It's very quickly. I think, and also use our MDC component to manage the hybrid cloud. It will help them to reduce its TCO in $36 million in 3 years. It's very huge, yeah. The second one is public service. It's from Europe. We help a city hall build a lossless storage network, replacing fiber channel. We use our innovation to help customers to improve LPS efficiency 45%. And then we can use our Cloud Fabric solution to improve data replication share. It can provide high bandwidth and lower latency. And the data replicate efficiency will improve 62%. Then we will to our Agile Cloud 5. It also has 3 major features. I think the first one is Agile connection based on SRv6 route protocol and the intelligent route path calculating algorithm. We can provide this service within minutes. And the second one is optimal experience. Based on MAC BPS slicing, we can provide accurate experience, guarantee hardware. I think we can provide a very good experience. I think the third one is agile operation and maintenance. Based on our IPv6 enhanced protocol, we can shorten our troubleshooting time to 1 minute. And today, in this solution, we will launch our new product. We name it the NetEngine. It's 1000 M4. It's a very powerful, compatible box. Please watch a short video. I think this new box will give you ultimate experience. I think then we want to share some customer value for our Agile Cloud One. I think the first one is for MSSP customer. This customer don't only to develop his business for 2C, but also for the 2B business. He used our slicing, MAC BPS slicing technology to develop his business customer. And also, he can provide it very high quality. He can reach the 4.9 quality. And also, use our agile features. It can shorten his time to market, reduce 80% time. I think the other cases is in Europe, a very big railway company. One slicing network can bury Office, SCADA, and high-density video service. Different services have different SLA. I think it will help a customer improve his operation efficiency more than 45%. And also use our automatic root cause analysis capability. The operation and the efficiency is also improved by certain percentage. Finally, I want to talk about our simplified cloud campus. For the cloud campus, we also have 3 major features. The first one is a simplified access. As you know, many years ago, everything is based on wired network. But for the future, everything is based on wireless. So we can develop our dynamic antenna and our lossless roaming algorithm to help customer build a full wireless campus network and converge with IoT equipment to help customer to realize the simplified access. I think the second one is a simplified architecture. I've already mentioned, in the traditional building, he always have very complex architecture. We have already developed our new architecture, and one building can only use one core switch. He can extend with very small physical unit. And also, he can support for the PoE++ 300-meter power supply. One switch can connect for the access route, access point, and also remote unit to realize a very simple architecture. I think the third one is a simplified operation and maintenance. he used our intelligent algorithm to help customers to realize full life cycle maintenance. Today, we also want to launch some new products. Here, we want to launch two new ones. The first one is a very powerful campus core switch. We name it Cloud Engine S6700. And the second one is our first Wi-Fi 7 access point. Please watch the short video. Okay, after video, I will share some customer value for our simplified cloud campus. The first scenario is health case. As you know, is in Europe, a very famous hospital uses our for various IoT medical solution. He will help nurse to serve more and more patients. I think the second one is education. In some education, his network is very complex. And use our cloud campus solution, he can reduce his architecture from 3 layer to 2 layer. I think the third one is electricity. He uses our cloud campus solutions to help them precisely manage his power consumption, can improve his 100% power consumption utilization. I think for the future, we even will introduce more and more new business into the office, into the production. For example, in the office scenario, maybe we will introduce the XR in the next years. He will ask more bandwidth. And also, for the production, we will converge the IT and OT. He will give the deterministic requirement for the network. Facing this challenge, our innovation never stops. Towards 2025, we will continue to do our innovation in 6 directions. I think the first one is green ultra-broadband. The second one is multi-domain network intelligence. The third one is the ubiquitous network security. And we will also to traverse IPv6 enhanced protocol and deterministic, and also for the massive IoT connections. This 6th direction is our thinking. We will try our best to provide best solutions for our customer, to help our customer to facilitate his digital transformation. That's all. Thank you for your listening. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Zhao. Well, Huawei has upgraded its intelligent cloud network solution and is constantly improving network capabilities to help enterprises accelerate their digital transformation. Well, may I remind you that every seat has a set of headphones for simultaneous interpretation in English, Chinese, and Thai. So please feel free to use it and select your preferred language channel. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for now, please join me in welcoming Mr. Piyapong Waragi, CIO at the Electricity Generating Authority of Thailand. He will share how EGAT has worked with Huawei in the electricity sector to build intelligent connection and promote the digital transformation enterprise.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. สวัสดี So today I have the opportunity to talk about digital transformation from EGAT. So today I'm going to talk about smart network of how we look forward into the future. So first of all, I need to first tell you that the Electricity Generating Authority of Thailand, or EGAT, works to oversee the power supply of the country. So we are under the Ministry of Energy. And so our main mission is to produce electricity and to supply electricity, as well as to transmit the electricity, to send it to all the people in Thailand. So for us, we have 33 power plants with the generating capacity at 16,000 megawatts. So that amounts to 30% of supplying to the 30% of the demand in the country. Therefore, we need to look for other sources of electricity for another 70%. So we need to purchase electricity from other major power plants and also minor power plants as well, and to purchase from abroad. So we need to supply about 46,000 megawatts of the electricity or the power. We need to send it through the lines to different residences. So that amounts to 37,000 kilometers in length. That's the transmission line length. So we have about 200 substations in the country in order to distribute electricity throughout the country. Therefore, we need to have the assets. We need to transmit the electricity throughout Thailand. We have our own roadmap for the future. So in 2023, we would like to become the energy solution provider. And so in 2025, we have the goal to become a national agency that provides services of clean energy. And in 2027, what we would like to achieve is we want to become ASEAN hub which distributes green energy to those who would like to use our services both in Thailand and abroad. That's our goal in 2027. So before we can, in order to move forward as planned, we need to transform our organization. So I would like to tell you about our digital transformation journey. So at the beginning, we have 36,000 offices. And then after we transform our organization, we spend about 4 to 5 years to transform our organization. Right now, we have only 16,000 employees, but that doesn't mean lower capacity. Actually, our capacity increases exponentially. We increase our capacity by bringing in digitalization. So we also do digital optimization. So we adjust our operations, the power plants operations, all of our power plants, all the substations. we transform them from manual operation using paperwork and stuff, and then we use digitalization to help. And so when it comes to maintenance or all these machine operations, we do everything on mobile platform. So that's how we conduct our maintenance works. So all the instructions will pop up on the mobile devices, no more paper. And we also work on mine as well. So when it comes to mining, we have about 28 kilometers square when it comes to mining space, and then the depth of 700 meters. So we use 5G technology to help with the production of coal mines, and that help us with the safety and security of our employees, because we can use the 5G technology to help us track our employees. And for digital business transformation, we also transform our business from producing and supplying electricity. Currently, we also helps with the electricity or power management. We use a platform called NC. So the platform helps us to provide service to our clients in the industry. So industrial clients can help to save energy, so they become more energy efficient. And NC also helps, say for example, you live in a condominium or you live in a house, you can use this kind of platform to help save energy consumption. Say you should turn off these light bulbs, or you have to turn off the EC or the AC. So another thing that we also work on is the hydro floating solar. So that is a hybrid operation where these hydro floating solar cells is the biggest in the world. I can say it's the biggest in the world because it can work, on a hybrid model. So you can combine solar energy and also hydro energy as well. So that is something that I would like to invite you to go and see at the Sirinthorn Dam in Ubon Ratchathani province. In terms of innovation, we also work on EV. We support EV, and so we have a platform Alexa where you can turn on and off, you can know how much is the voltage needed and stuff. So all of these combined, we cannot achieve all these unless we transform our infrastructure, especially when it comes to networks. So in terms of transformation, we look at it from 4 aspects. We look at it like anywhere, anytime, any device, any application. So we call it EGAT Smart Network and Operation. So in terms of the network that we have improved in our organization, it covers usage in all areas under our management. So be it power plants, substations, as well as mines. So that covers like 100% of our areas that we oversees. And so the network coverage plays a critical role. If there is any issues, then SD-WAN will help us, so we can help to make system works normally on the internet. We also have the network performance management. So say for example, if one application uses a lot of bandwidth, we have something like the tools to help us expand the bandwidth automatically. We also have network monitoring management system, so we can predict, say, which part of the network is having an issue or an incident. We can fix that promptly. And that is something that EGAT has worked on when it comes to smart network and operation. So overall, all these changes and transformations, we have made Wi-Fi available in all areas, be it at our office, at the power plants, at the mine, and also at the substations, as well as employee residences in different areas of Thailand as well. So we provide services to our employees. So 23 megabits per second when it comes to intranet. And then internet, we provide 6 megabits per second per person. So these services we work 24/7 anyways, and these are the areas of the network coverage area for us. So all these, we call it ECAT, Intelligent Campus Network. So overall, these can be achieved. We have to say thank you to Huawei for providing us with this excellent technology, helping ECAT to transform our organization in this way. We use the Wi-Fi, fixed Wi-Fi. So our AP from before, we only used it at 25 users. Currently, your technology helped us to increase. So for one AP, you can provide service to 100 users. So if there are any issues with our devices or equipment, if we were to install or if we were to use or commission the new equipments, you don't need to spend that time to configuration at all. You don't have to do it manually. This is Huawei's technology. So thank you very much to Huawei again. And lastly, our operation, we have done all this to give happiness to all the people of Thailand, and ECAT belongs to Thai people, belongs to all people of the country. So we call it ECAT for all. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you very much, Mr. Piyapong Waragi. Well, in addition to data communications, Huawei also continues to innovate in optics. So, ladies and gentlemen, now let's welcome Mr. Kim Jin, Vice President of Huawei Optical Business Products Line, to share his insights on how 5G evolution can reshape industry productivity. Please welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to here. For this topic, you may be considered, what is a 5G? A 5G is a fifth generation fixed network. It is a standard defined and released by ETSI, just like 5G. 5G also defines 3 typical application scenarios. There are EFBB. It means enhanced fixed broadband. FFC, it means full fiber connection. And GRE, it means guaranteed reliable experience. According to their application scenarios, 5G is mainly used in mobile scenarios, such as mobile phone and drone, while 5G is mainly used in fixed scenarios, such as home, office, and machine. Therefore, we say that 5G is a network in the sky. Well, 5G is a network on the ground. Now, let's watch a video together in which Dr. Frank Effenberger, who is Vice Chair of the ETSI ISG F5G, introduces F5G and the future evolution. Please play the video.
The F5G ISG, which is the Fixed Fifth Generation Industry Specification Group, was initiated by the European Telecommunications Standards Institute, or ETSI, in 2020. Its mission is to promote and enable fiber everything to everywhere. Fixed 5G has been widely used in the communication industry. In 2021, there were over 100 million new fiber users in the world. And the number of gigabit broadband subscribers reached 60 million. Now, F5G is entering a variety of industries and is accelerating digital transformation. Meanwhile, F5G poses higher requirements on optical technologies. For example, machine vision in manufacturing applications requires high bandwidth and low latency. Smart grids require very reliable and secure networks. These applications are continuing the evolution of F5G standards. I believe that fifth generation networks will become critical infrastructure for the digital transformation of the future. And we look forward to working with many stakeholders to promote fixed 5G evolution based on the ISG F5G platform and create more value for the industry digitization.
As Dr. Effenberger introduced, F5G has been widely used and well accepted in the operator and industry markets. Based on F5G, Huawei has launched FTTO, FTTM, and NHB solutions in industry markets. These solutions have achieved great success. Then, how will F5G evolve in the future? Huawei believes that the future F5G evolution will focus on exploring application scenarios in industry market and reshaping industry productivity. We believe that F5G evolution will be oriented to another three application scenarios. There are GAO, it means Granular Optical Network. RRL, it means Real-Time Resilient Link. And OSV, it means Optical Sensing and Visualization. These three application scenarios will further promote the wide and in-depth F5G application scenarios in industry, such as smart education, smart campus, and smart pod, and so on. Now, I will introduce the applications of F5G evolution in detail. First of all, in the education scenario, F5G has inherent capabilities of carrying multi-services in one fiber, including data, voice, and video services, and burying all services on one network to simplify the multiple network to single one. In addition, passive optical oscillator replace active aggregation switches to achieve no aggregation equipment room and simplify the network architecture from 3 layers to 2 layers. We believe that a 5G is a more suitable technology for education scenarios. For example, in the University of Canada in Egypt, a 5G technology improves operation and maintenance efficiency by over 50%. For more than 1,000 information points in 12 buildings. Second, we come to the green campus scenario. The 5G point-to-multipoint architecture reduces the use of optical module by 50%. And passive optical components reduce active devices on the network by more than 40%. In the case from Dubai Creek Harbor, 550 hectares of land is used for commercial, retail, and residential purposes. 5G reduces carbon emissions by 62 tons annually. Let's hear the voice from the customer at Orizzonte Resort in Italy about the contribution of 5G technology in green development. Please the video. Thank you.
Orizzonte is a resort in the Tuscan seafront, immersed in the greenery of the Etruscan coast, equipped with all the comforts for a holiday with the whole family.
During the COVID period, we saw the development of smart working. More and more people who stay with us now work without any problems from their apartment or at the tables in our lounge bars.
With the increasing requirements for video calls, high bandwidth Wi-Fi and smarter hotel services, the original network needs to be upgraded. The updating network solution has become more and more complex.
After market research, we chose Huawei Campus Optic solution to build our private network, which is customary for public open fiber networks.
The best advantage is that the network is green, stable and reliable with simple maintenance.
The new network provided by Huawei calls for less power supply. It helps us to reduce over 6,500 kilos carbon dioxide emissions inside the village every year, which is the same as to plant 300 more trees inside.
Huawei Campus Optic solution brings us to a greener journey through the eco-friendly connectivity around our village. With the help of Huawei, we hope Villaggio Orizzonte can get closer to the nature while provide the best network experience to the tourists all over the world.
Okay. In the port industry, workers operating bridge cranes spend a lot of time commuting between the port and the city every day. Long-term, high-intensity work will cause great harm to their health. Through the 5G super remote control technology, the low latency and large bandwidth transmission between the port and the city center can be realized, thereby ensuring the real-time remote control for the port bridge crane from the city center, greatly improving work efficiency, protecting the workers' health. Shanghai International Port Group has the largest port in the world. In this case, from Shanghai Yangshan Port, the distance from the port to the city center is 105 kilometers. And 5G achieves super remote control of a bridge crane through low latency transmission within 2 milliseconds, improving the container handling efficiency by 32 times. In the electric power industry, 5G provides the native hard pipe network capability. The end-to-end hard pipe network realizes 100% physical isolation for different services, ensuring the high security of electric power services. The ASUN and the Duplin network provides 6 nines availability, ensuring stable and reliable operation of power grid. CEMIG is the largest power distribution company in Brazil, providing power services for 8.6 million population. After 5G technology was used for barrier network, the power outage time was reduced by 15%. 5G provides a high security and reliability solution, not only in power transmission scenarios, but also in power distribution network. Now, we will launch an optical intelligent timing gateway for power distribution network. Let's watch a video. This is amazing box. Huawei Optic Star T823ET is the first optical intelligent timing IoT gateway in industry. It is a highly reliable, intelligent open system used not only in power distribution networks, but also in V2X and oil and gas scenarios. In the oil and gas industry, the 5G technology transforms optical fibers into sensors to improve the efficiency of inspecting pipelines. In terms of software, Huawei enhanced ODSP technology ensures that no event is missed. In terms of hardware, software, the intelligent sensing algorithm ensures that the reporting accuracy for events exceeds 97% in China. Shandong Jihua Gas improves the pipeline inspection efficiency by more than 90% through Huawei EF3000 optical fiber sensor device, achieving 24/7 real-time online inspection. Moreover, in the Pipe China Group's benchmark test, the test result of Huawei EF3000 is stably number one, far ahead of competing products. In addition, through the software algorithm upgrade, the optical fiber sensing technology can be applied to protect key areas such as airport, railway, large campus to ensure high safety. With the further evolution of industry-oriented 5G scenarios, application innovations will be strengthened and deepened, such as in temperature and stress fiber sensing and spectral gas detection. In the near future, more and more innovative applications in the 5G industry will be hatched. 5G is an industry with a huge market space. All parties in the industry chain should work together to explore innovative 5G applications in various industries. Huawei is willing to work with all partners to prosper a 5G ecosystem and reshape industry productivity. Thanks for listening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jin. Well, as 5G continues to evolve, the key is to dive deep into application scenarios across industries and reshape industry productivity through technological innovation. And next, I would like to invite Mr. Kittikun Potiwanagun, CTO of the DTGO Corporation Limited, to share how DTGO uses FTTO to accelerate green campus innovation in partnership with Huawei. Please welcome.
สวัสดีครับ Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'm very pleased to have opportunity to share the topic DTGO Group Accelerate Green Campus Innovation with all of you. Okay, DTGO is the business social integration organization. We dedicated to serve our society and the world at large. The group is actively several commercial sectors, along with non-profit initiatives in education, healthcare, and the environment. DTGO aims to add value in everything we do, meeting customers with wide and ensuring benefit to all stakeholders, not only our customer, but every life such as pet and tree in the world. We have 5 business on the DTGO, such as property development, commercial and technology, design and construction, financial investment, entertainment and communication. And I will introduce one of our, right now, masterpiece on the forest, on the real estate. The project is named Forestia. The project will bring the happiness to every single citizen. Four concepts of in the Forestia is four concepts of the sustainability happiness. It's about the nature. The Forestia have more than inspiration and ambition dream about imagination vision to create community that have intergeneration lesson, green space within the city limited in Bangkok. And we have four concepts of the happiness. One is the nature, community of dream, connecting intergeneration, and we do have sustainable innovation in well-being. When we talk about tree and nature, somebody talk that we park, some kind of park, but not at forest here. We build real forest in Bangkok. The forest here, forest and green space is planning to cover in the more than half of the landscape. Every piece you see in the slide, all the space is the tree, so it is the forest, we will forest, and to ensure well-being of the wildlife and residents, to combine the best leisure and conservation. Intensively planted the ecosystem to have the biodiversity in every line in forest here. The resident will enhance with green area. A lot of area we explore. The forest is not only combined of the concept of the forest and fantasy dream, but we also developing the vision it takes to lead the development of the Bana region of Thailand. The community want to empower life with green technology to start a journey to bring better ICT experience to the concept of the STEM fully connected and data fully integrated. So, DTO believe that Huawei FTTO can bring the green ICT infrastructure network for the forest here from three aspects. First, Huawei FTTO achieved green revolution in terms of fiber media and simplified architecture. The second, the green development based on point to multi-point architecture and multi-network convergence. And third, the green revolution based on long service life of all optical networks. In Forestia, Huawei FTTO solution expand optical fiber to the terminal to carry all multiple services, such as CCTV, Wi-Fi, PA, and achieve gigabit connection. For example, in the past, it's very difficult to access the internet in the tunnel. Now, with FTTO, it can cover up to 40 kilometers maximum, and the Wi-Fi 6 wireless network can be directly extended to every corner, every space even in the direct forest. FTTO allow people in the community to access internet everywhere. In addition, the entire network managed in a unified manner that greatly improve and reduce the cost of O&M efficiency. In practical, with Huawei technology helped Forestier to reduce the network power consumption by 60%, and the total cost of ownership 40%. DTGO team with Huawei to build green, efficiency, intelligent O&M system using Huawei FTTO solution to achieve energy consumption, intelligent security protection, and adding value to our smart campus like Forestier. Helping Forestier community to improve quality of life for the residents. This living allows community while promoting sustainable innovation. We believe in the coming years, DTGO will continue to create great projects while advocating social responsibility and care the value added to all. So, DTGO will continue strengthen cooperation with technology enterprises such as Huawei to achieve new generation of smart campus based on green technology. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Mr. Well, our partners play a pivotal role in driving digital transformation across industries. Well, Huawei has long worked with partners to provide solutions that meet complex and diverse demands in different industries. And for now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Stephen Zhu, President of Partner Development and Management under Huawei Enterprise BG, to give us the ending speech, Joint Innovation, Empowering the Future. Please welcome.
Dear my friends, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm Stephen Zhu. Today we have several Stephen here. Okay, I'm Stephen Zhu. It's my very big pleasure to see you guys here. And today I would like to share some of the point of views. I will take this privilege regarding the innovation, joint innovation, empowering the futures. As all we know is that the digital economy has become the new growth model, and all the industries are seizing the opportunities for the better positions during the coming digital era. And Huawei keep working with our partners to provide the scenario-based solutions for the customer needed. And for this, and we consistently to see that three key capabilities should be the key for the digital journeys, the future, for the partners. And the first one is product integrations, of course, that we did for years already. But what the difference? Huawei will provide the more competitive, the technical foundations, which converge by the more competitive, the cutting-edge technologies. Therefore, our partners could more easy to concentrate on serve the customer better. The second one is solution development, which evokes the industry know-hows. And Huawei will provide a more agile process, and also with abundant funds to the partners to develop the better solutions and also for the more efficient integrate delivery. And the third capabilities is consulting and planning. Huawei is going to work with our partners to provide various consulting to the customers who want to digitize their whole business and process. To grow and win with our partners, and we are going to launch the Huawei Empower program. So with the 4 engines to assist the partners to build up their key capabilities. which could ultimately facilitating the customer's business digital journey. And the 4 engines are the joint innovation platform and enablement, the talent ecosystem, and the funding. You know that Huawei has around 10 open labs around the world, and you know that we developed more or less around 1,000 the scenario-based solution every year worldwide. And our customers and the partners can use our open lab to develop the solutions, to pre-verify the solutions. Also, they can enjoy their self-testing and online experience. But you know that Huawei, I think from maybe 2 years ago, and maybe one year ago, and we are encouraging our partners who is willing to go global, and we will provide our worldwide platform, the open lab platform, to support them, to give them some hands. So it's very simple, because we just wondering the final customers could get the best solutions. It's not only from local, also from the global as well. And to better develop the partners' capabilities, now Huawei restructures the partners' enable system with 3 ones. The first one is one framework, so which is to unify the technologies, the products, and also the inside know-how, as well as to support and the consulting, the planning, and the development, so aiming at the different professional roles of our partners. And the second one is one plan. Now we are working on the single enable plans worldwide. That is make it very easier for the customers and even our partners and the customers to participate around the world anytime and anywhere. The third one is one platform. Now Huawei is standardizing our contents and hands-on practice. The system to provide, we want to provide the one-stop, the digital, the enable service to our partners and even the customers. So everybody knows that the talent is always a key to the industries for their digital innovation. So as such, how to build or the building the talent ecosystem, always one of the key strategies of Huawei. So currently, we have around over 2,000 ICT academies around the world, and it's going to reach 7,000 in coming 5 years. Among them, around more or less 15% should be located in Asia Pacific. And furthermore, and with over 100 hubs, and we will supply more or less 1 million ICT professionals to the industries. I do believe those kind of investment could dramatically benefit the building the robots, the industry eco. Again, Huawei's promise to grow and win together with our partners and serve the final clients in various industries. So we are going to invest at least $300 million in coming 3 years in the partners. That is include solution development funds, the capability development funds, and also the marketing development funds. I think those kind of investment could help our partners could develop the better feasible the joint solutions. They can improve their capabilities, and even they can expand their market. That is so as to provide better solutions, better the services to the customers, and speed up their digital journey. Well, You know, Huawei has been growing for more than 30 years, and looking ahead, we are making the effective rulers to fulfill our promise to the partners, to the customers, and also ensure the partners the benefits. Also, we are enable our partners to develop better solutions and also even for the deliver the better services to the final clients. So our commitment is with partners, for customers, and empower the futures. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you very much, Mr. Zhu. Well, that was brilliant indeed. And thank you very much once again for your remarkable speech on the stage. And please remain on the stage as we are moving on to the launch here at the Huawei Connect 2022. So now we are about to launch the Huawei Empower program. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our partners on the stage. So please welcome all our valued partners on the stage, please. Starting from, please welcome Automated System HK Limited on the stage, please. Please welcome AVIC International Project Engineering Company. Also, Emont Private Limited. Up next, please welcome HKT Limited on the stage. And now, ICO Holdings Limited. Please welcome Instron Systems Company Limited. And also Institute Technology Bandung. Please welcome Intercom Berlin Mustika PT on the stage. And we're honored to have Metro Systems Corporation Public Company Limited as well, please. Also, please welcome Natus Global Private Limited on the stage. And now please welcome Ple Plus Visions Company Limited. And we are also honored to have Wrigley Enterprises Inc. And now please welcome Sky ICT Public Company Limited. Also, we are honored to have Stream IT Consulting Limited. And now, please welcome Sunline on the stage. And also, SVOA Public Company Limited. U Learning Technology International Private Limited on the stage. Please welcome. Also, United Information Highway Company Limited. And, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Yip and Soy & Co. Limited on the stage, please. And here are our valued partners. And now I'm going to count down to officially launch the Huawei Empower program, starting from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this marks the official launch of Huawei Empower program. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And up next, we are going to do the hand actions. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to count in 3, all right? Please raise your hand in 3, 2, 1. Perfect, awesome. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And this is one of the most momentous moments here. Please feel free to take such historic moment indeed. Please have your cameras ready. And also, ladies and gentlemen, our guests on the stage, please look straight ahead to the camera to record this momentous moment, the historical moment indeed of the Huawei Connect 2022 Bangkok. And this is Huawei Empower Program. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And for now, thank you very much, all our guests of honors. Thank you very much, all valued partners. And you may return to your seat now and take a short break. Well, once again, thank you very much to all our partners. And I really have to say that on behalf of the organizer, I thank you very much to our partners, and also thank you to all our presentator, all right, all presenters, everyone, the keynote presentation as well on the stage. And also now, I hope that all of you have enjoyed your time here in the fruitful keynote session, and that brings us to the end of the morning session of Huawei Connect 2022 Bangkok. And now, lunch is available, so all of you, you are all invited to lunch. So please enjoy and see you at our next stop.